Hey, what's going on, dudes? It's Chaos. So I wanted to do a channel update, man. It's been a while since I've done a vloggy type video, and I thought it would be appropriate for the time being, since the last couple weeks I haven't really been around. So I figure you guys probably want to know what's been going on, what's the future plans for the channel, and just kind of a little update thingy. I don't know. You guys seem to like enjoy this. This is like real life tweeting. No, I don't know. The last couple weeks, man, have been insane. I have been crazy busy. So it's been about almost 3 weeks since the last video I put out. I think maybe it hadn't been that long. Maybe like 2. I don't know. But it's definitely been a while. So like 2.5, 3 weeks ago, whenever it was, I got sick, man. I got really sick. I get strep throat really easy. Streptococcus. Uh, that's like tonsillitis for those of you who are unfamiliar. It's like where your tonsils swell up, and if you don't know what tonsils are, if you open your mouth and you got those two little ball things in the side of your throat back here, it's where they swell up and they get really sore, and you get a sore throat and you get really sick with fever and all that kind of good stuff. And I am super susceptible to that. Like, I get it at least once a year, and it's always really bad news. And I always get it around this time of year too, like right when the winter or the seasons change. Like, if you live in Texas, we have 2 seasons. We have summer and we have winter, and in between those 2 seasons we have a week of spring and a week of fall. So it's always around that time whenever it's shifting from cold to hot. I tend to get this strep throat, and like I said, I get it at least once a year, and it's always pretty bad. You get really bad fever, your sore throat, you can't do nothing. It pretty much knocks me out of the game for at least normally it's like 2 or 3 days, maybe a little bit longer if it's really bad, but this time around I got it really bad, and it knocked me out of the game for like a week and a half, man. It was brutal. So finally glad I'm over that. But on top of doing all of that, being sick, a couple other things been going on. I've been looking for a new job, so that is pretty rough. Work around here right now, since the season's over, and the Christmas season and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of makes it difficult to find a job. So I've been looking. I've had something kind of lined up, but it hasn't just fallen through yet, so hopefully that'll come about fairly soon. But on top of that, I've also been looking for a new apartment. I am moving out of my apartment that I am living in right now, which you see behind me, and I'm moving into a 1-bedroom apartment with my girlfriend, which is scary. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just actually super stoked about it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be really nice too. So we finally have one picked out. We've been looking for at least a month and a half now. But it's gonna be really rad, dude. Could I get my own office, my own like study thing, where I can have all of my gaming, everything all piled into one room, instead of just being in my bedroom, which you're seeing behind me. This is my room. It's really weird. My desk, I have it like a corner desk or an L-shaped desk, so it's shaped like this, right? If I can get like a 90-degree angle, and the way I have it set up right now, which is really bizarre. I have, like, if you can see, like right here, this area right here, there's about 1.5 feet of space in between that side and the wall. And the other corner, if you can picture an L-shaped desk, the other corner is up against the wall, right? So I have like this little cubby nook thing where I have everything, and I feel confined and secluded when I'm doing my recordings, and it just makes me focus a little bit better. I don't know why. It's like whatever, but I'll have my own office, which is going to be super sweet and super rad. I'll have a place to hang up all my posters, and I won't have to make my girlfriend put up with all of this stuff in our bedroom. And that was the only thing I was kind of worried about. I really wanted to find a place that had a study or an office where I could do all this, and she wouldn't have to be bothered by it. So I don't know. We kind of lucked out. We got a cool apartment, and it's taken forever to look. And if you've ever looked for apartments, it can be pretty rough, man. You can spend a lot of time nitpicking and trying to find like the perfect place, and it's not that easy. Like, especially if you're looking for certain things, and like if you were just ready to go, like jump into an apartment and go, that's easy. you could get an apartment today. But if you're trying to find like the perfect one, it can take a little while. If you're looking like in a certain area, if you want to stay close to friends and family, you know, you got all these different factors that you have to look at, which I never really processed before, because when I moved into this apartment, right now I'm living with my brother and two of our friends in a 2-bedroom apartment, which, if it sounds crowded, it is, and I am ready to get out. But then I somehow I scored my own room too, but we'll go into that later. But like when we moved into this apartment, we were just ready to go. We just wanted to jump the boat and go, and we got this apartment like that day when we went in. It was like, okay, we can move in like a week from now, which was perfect for us because we were just ready to go. But since then, everybody's kind of, you know, we're doing our own thing now. They're going, he's moving, my brother's moving in with one of his buddies. I'm moving in with my girlfriend. A couple of the other ones are moving in with, one of them is moving in with their girlfriend, and, you know, yada yada. But it's kind of just that point where everybody's splitting off, which is cool, and it's gonna suck kind of just because I'm used to having, you know, everybody chilling around. If somebody's playing a video game, I can go jump in and see what's going on and all that kind of stuff. But it's gonna be nice having my own space and, you know, pushing everybody out the door for a little while, so it'll be nice. But other than that, what has been going on? Not much. So we talked about being sick, talked about the job thing, talked about my new apartment, which is coming in like 3 weeks. So everything you're seeing behind me is probably going to be starting to get packed up here pretty soon, which that's going to be a bitch. I hate packing. I hate moving. Other than that, man, there hasn't really been all that much. It doesn't sound like there's been a lot of stuff going on the last few weeks, but the things that have been are very time consuming, and it's left me like with little or no time to even play or record, especially record, man, because that can take a little while. But yeah, stuff going on with the channel. Skyrim is coming back, man. I've done some work on my computer. I've had to buy a couple new parts for my computer. I bought a new graphics card, which is the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 760, which is super rad. That was like way better than my last one, man. I got it super cheap. I bought it from a buddy of mine, and it's like brand new. He still had it like in the box and everything, and super pumped about that. So that's gonna allow me to play games that I've wanted to, that have always kind of given me problems. So if you watch the Skyrim stuff that I did before, I had a few like kind of bad, like really bad stutter issues and frame rate loss and all that kind of stuff. But with this new graphics card, I'm able to like do some pretty cool stuff. So Skyrim's coming. Starbound. I want to talk about Starbound. Starbound is a game that I want to play, but I'm gonna wait for it to finish doing its updating thing. So whether or not we're gonna have to wait for the final release of the game, I'm not sure. But right now, with all the character wipes and everything that they keep doing, it pretty much makes it impossible to keep a solid series going on, because I get so far and then you have to jump all the way back and start completely over, which makes it really hard for Let's Plays. I'm gonna try to throw some old school games in here for a little while. We'll see how it goes. I've got Portal 2, which I have never played, and I also bought it from my brother, so I'm going to try to get him to do a co-op with me, which I think is going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how well that goes. But as far as everything else, Minecraft, we got Hypermine, my Minecraft World, Affinity, and Technical Beast, which are all, they're going to be thrown in there every now and then. It's a lot of Minecraft, but I just kind of have to space it out. I've got a lot of projects going on, which makes it a lot easier to play on each one of those different things, but just it's a time thing, especially right now since I'm getting ready to move. Videos may not be, or Minecraft videos may not be as frequent as I would like them to be, but as soon as I get settled in and stuff like that, things will be happening a lot more on a regular basis. Thief, man, the new Thief game coming out. I have probably never talked about it, but the old school Thief games, like the old school, I'm talking about like Thief, I think it's called like Golden Age or something like that. And you got Thief 2, and then Thief, shit, what's it called? I can't think of the name. Hold on, what is it called? Steam. I have them all on Steam. Library, all games. Deadly Shadows, that's what it's called. Huge fan of those games, man. I've been playing those forever. I think Thief 2 was like the first PC game that I have ever played, and that was like years ago. I think I was probably like, I don't know, 13 or 14 when that game came out, or at least when I got it. It may have been out even longer than that. PC games kind of drizzled down my family. I used to get them from my aunt, and I think that was one of them, along with like most of the Tomb Raider games. That's how I got into Tomb Raider. But the new Thief game is coming out, and if I can do it, like if I can upload and record everything without any kind of issues with the content ID, whatever, I'll be doing a Let's Play on Thief, because Thief is a huge game for me. I have been waiting for this game for a long time. I got goosebumps when I seen the trailer, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So hopefully for those of you who kind of like stuff other than Minecraft every now and then, that'll kind of suffice, along with the Skyrim and maybe Portal 2 if that happens anytime recently, or anytime soon, but we'll have to see. And then also, I guess I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, we hit 3,000 subscribers, man. That, I haven't been putting out videos for like 3 weeks, and you guys are still subscribing. You guys are putting me to work, man. You were waiting for me to come back, weren't you? That is nuts. So I'm going to be working on a 3,000 subscriber special. I'm not exactly sure what I can do. If there's something you guys would be interested in for a 3,000 subscriber special, make sure to leave it down below in the comments, because that would help me out a ton, since I'm not the most creative person ever. But we'll have to see. So what else? That's pretty much it. I know this has been going on for way too long now. Like way too long. I sat down thinking this was going to be like a 5-minute thing, but it's probably in the upwards of like 10-15 minutes now, if not longer. But yeah, so anyways, that's going to do it. I'm going to wrap up here. I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you guys soon. I got Titanfall coming too. I got into the beta. I kind of derped, man. I signed up for the beta, and it's been sitting in my Origin for probably a day and a half, and I just, as it's downloading as I'm doing this right now, I just realized that I got a beta invite or whatever it is. So that's kind of a bummer. I could have been playing all this time doing some cool stuff with that, but nonetheless, it's coming, so keep an eye out for that. I don't know if it's gonna be like a full like Let's Play, but I may just do some live commentary, have some fun with that, jump on with some people whoever are playing, and do some fun stuff there. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking and stop rambling. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys soon for another vloggy type thing. I'll probably be doing a lot of vloggy stuff coming up with the move and everything. So anyways, be on the lookout for that. I'll talk to you later. All right, love your faces. Bye.